What's up guys? Today we're gonna be installing ARC mud flap deletes for this 5th gen 4Runner to go along with our build series we currently have. If you're wanting to watch any videos on our build series, we'll link that right above, and we'll have all products on this car linked down below in the description. But today we're just gonna be installing these mud flap deletes and explaining why these may be something you might want on your car. So let's get right into it. All right, so we get a lot of questions asking what the point of these mud flap deletes are. And there's a couple different reasons. First off, it gives you a lot more clearance underneath. If you're off-roading somewhere and you get over a big rock, it's gonna rip that mud flap right off. And we've had it happen to a lot of people. These just completely eliminate that possibility. And these also give you an extra about 6 inches of clearance taking off that mud flap. These also have a super clean look to them. From the back end, the 4Runner is a super good looking car, but the mud flaps just aren't very good looking. With these on, it makes your bumper look high clearance, it makes it look much meaner, and overall it's just an awesome upgrade. So for this install today, all you're gonna need is a 10mm socket and some sort of pry tool. Flathead screwdriver works great. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so your first step, you have these 3 clips on the outer edge with 3 other bolts on the inside edges. You're gonna wanna remove those first, and then we can peel this off and put the new one on. We'll flip to the other side. All right, so to get these clips off, you're just gonna put your clip removal tool behind that middle piece and add some pressure to get that middle piece out. And once the middle piece out, you should be able to just pull the whole thing. And if you happen to break any of these clips, don't worry, ARC supplies you with their own with that in mind. All right, and once those clips are off, you're gonna go on with your 10mm and get those bolts right after. Then you're just gonna move on to the second one. All right, so once you do all the other bolts, there's one bolt back here a little bit hidden. You'll have to do that one. Can't really get this one on camera, but just a 10mm. You just have to unremove it right here. And lastly, you got one more bolt facing straight down right behind the mud flap. And once you get that last one on there, it should just fall right off. Then what you want to do is grab your new mud flap delete and the new bag of bolts and clips that they supply you with and start placing this mud flap. You just want to line up this mud flap with the existing holes, and you'll notice the mud flap is pretty straight and it has to bend a little bit. It's completely normal, they're meant to bend. So I like to get this top bolt just a little tight to hold it in place. Make sure all your holes line up with other holes. And then you're just gonna wanna start placing the other bolts. I usually start with the bolts before the clips. It holds it secure a little bit more. Just get them finger tight just to hold it in place. And just a reminder, you're only gonna need 3 bolts, the top, the middle, and the bottom, left or right, because it doesn't have that mud flap, so it doesn't have to hold on to it. So it's a little easier to put on than it is to take off. But once they're finger tight, you can go ahead and tighten down. All right, and once all those bolts are tightened on, you can grab your new clips. You wanna make sure not to push in the center yet until the beginning part's pushed in, and once the beginning part's flush, then you can push the center to tighten it. And it should just lock in place like that. All right, and just like that, once you get those 3 bolts and 3 clips back on, you're done. Swap to the other side and do the exact same thing. All right guys, just like that, your new ARC mud flap deletes are on and you're looking good. You got a much higher clearance, looks a lot better from the back, super easy install. We highly recommend this product. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below what you want to see next.